Here's how to deal with a passive-aggressive covert narcissist. Have you ever felt like someone's actions or words constantly leave you questioning yourself? Dealing with a passive-aggressive covert narcissist is like facing an invisible opponent who strikes subtly, leaving emotional confusion in their wake. These individuals hide their manipulative tendencies behind a veil of politeness, making it difficult to pin down their true intentions. Today, let's uncover how to navigate these tricky dynamics and protect your emotional well-being. Before we dive in, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who might need it. These insights could be the turning point for someone feeling stuck in this kind of relationship. Passive-aggressive covert narcissists use indirect methods to control or demean others. They may forget commitments, deliver backhanded compliments, or use silence to punish. Their hallmark is their ability to twist situations to make you question yourself, while they maintain a facade of innocence. But here's the key. Understanding their tactics isn't about diagnosing them, but about freeing yourself from their cycle of manipulation. Let's focus on actionable ways to handle their behavior. So now, let's discuss how to deal with a passive-aggressive covert narcissist. Number 1. Set firm boundaries. Covert narcissists have a way of subtly pushing your limits to see how much they can get away with. This behavior is often so understated that it can be easy to overlook. That's why it's crucial to set clear, firm boundaries right from the start and consistently enforce them. Be specific about what is acceptable and what is not, and communicate your boundaries calmly but assertively. For example, if they forget to complete an important task or follow through on a promise, avoid letting it slide. Instead, address it directly. I understand things can get busy, but this task was important. Let's discuss how we can ensure this doesn't happen again. This approach emphasizes accountability without escalating the situation. It's equally important to stick to your boundaries no matter how much the covert narcissist tries to manipulate or guilt you. They may attempt to twist the situation to make you feel unreasonable or overly demanding. However, holding your ground sends a clear message that their tactics won't work on you. Over time, this consistency establishes a sense of predictability in your interactions with them, making it harder for them to manipulate the situation to their advantage. Boundaries are not just for the narcissist. They also protect your emotional and mental well-being, ensuring you remain in control of how you're treated. Number 2. Don't react emotionally. Covert narcissists often rely on your emotional responses to maintain control in interactions. When you react emotionally, the focus shifts away from their behavior and onto your reaction, allowing them to avoid accountability. To counter this, practice staying calm and composed, even when their actions or comments provoke you. Emotional control can be challenging, especially if their behavior feels like a personal attack, but it's an essential skill to develop. For instance, if they make a passive-aggressive comment designed to unsettle you, try responding with curiosity rather than frustration. That's an interesting remark. Could you explain what you mean by that? This approach not only disarms their attempt to provoke you, but also places the responsibility back on them to clarify their intentions. Remaining calm in the face of their subtle provocations denies them the emotional reaction they are seeking and shifts the dynamic in your favor. The ability to control your emotions also gives you time to assess the situation more objectively. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can choose how to respond in a way that aligns with your values and keeps the interaction from spiraling into unnecessary conflict. This sense of control is empowering and reinforces your ability to manage difficult interactions without being derailed by their manipulative tactics. Number 3. Document interactions. When dealing with a covert narcissist in situations where accountability is critical, such as a work environment, a shared project, or co-parenting, keeping detailed records of your interactions is essential. Covert narcissists often try to twist the narrative to suit their agenda, and having a written record ensures you have concrete evidence of what was said and agreed upon. For example, if you've made verbal agreements, follow up with an email or written message summarizing the discussion. Just to confirm, we agreed that X will be completed by Y date. Let me know if I missed anything. This not only provides clarity, but also creates a paper trail that can prevent them from later denying or distorting the agreement. In work settings, maintaining meeting notes, emails, and task lists ensures that there is no ambiguity about responsibilities or timelines. In co-parenting scenarios, documentation can be especially critical. Keeping a record of communication, schedules, and agreements protects you from being gaslighted or accused of failing to meet expectations. When a covert narcissist realizes they can't manipulate the narrative without evidence contradicting them, they are less likely to attempt such tactics in the future. Having documentation not only safeguards your interests, but also provides peace of mind, knowing that you have the truth on your side. Number 4. Practice emotional detachment. One of the most empowering strategies when dealing with a covert narcissist is learning to practice emotional detachment. This doesn't mean you stop caring about the person or the situation. It means you stop internalizing their behavior as a reflection of your worth. Covert narcissists often project their insecurities onto others, using manipulation to make you feel responsible for their actions or emotions. Recognizing this dynamic can help you distance yourself emotionally from their behavior. Remind yourself regularly that their actions stem from their own insecurities and have little to do with you. When they attempt to guilt-trip you, use passive aggression, or play the victim, see these behaviors for what they truly are: attempts to control and dominate the situation. By reframing your perspective, you can separate your emotions from their actions, refusing to let their manipulation dictate how you feel about yourself. Emotional detachment is not an overnight process, but with practice, it becomes a powerful tool for maintaining your self-esteem and emotional stability. Focus on cultivating a sense of self-worth that is independent of their approval or validation. Engage in activities that bring you joy, surround yourself with supportive people, and remind yourself of your strengths and accomplishments. Over time, this mindset shift allows you to interact with a covert narcissist without absorbing their negativity, ensuring that their behavior no longer holds power over your emotional well-being. Number 5. Use direct communication. When dealing with a covert narcissist, it's crucial to approach communication with clarity and purpose. Avoid engaging in their subtle manipulation or ambiguity, as this often feeds their need for control. Instead, address their behavior in a straightforward manner that focuses on the issue without resorting to accusations or blame. For instance, if they frequently cancel plans at the last minute, you might say, "I've noticed that our plans often change last minute, and it's starting to create some challenges for me. Can we discuss ways to make our arrangements work more consistently for both of us?" By framing the conversation in a way that seeks collaboration, you redirect the focus from their perceived shortcomings to finding practical solutions that benefit both parties. This not only helps you maintain your composure, but also signals that you won't tolerate being disregarded. It's important to keep the tone neutral and avoid triggering their defensiveness. Covert narcissists thrive on conflict and may interpret criticism, no matter how gently expressed, as a personal attack. To counteract this, emphasize shared goals and mutual understanding rather than pointing fingers. For example, you could add, "I value the time we spend together, and I want to make sure we're on the same page about our plans moving forward." This shifts the dynamic from confrontation to cooperation, making it harder for them to deflect or distort the conversation. Moreover, be prepared for resistance or evasion. Covert narcissists often use passive-aggressive tactics or vague responses to avoid accountability. Stay firm but composed, reiterating your points if necessary. Remember, the goal is not to change their behavior completely. It's to establish clear expectations and boundaries for yourself. Consistently applying this approach will help you manage interactions more effectively, reducing their ability to manipulate the situation to their advantage. Number 6. Focus on self-care. Interacting with a covert narcissist can be exhausting, both mentally and emotionally. Their subtle manipulations, passive aggressiveness, and constant need for control can leave you feeling drained and questioning your own perceptions. That's why prioritizing self-care is not just helpful, it's essential. Make time for activities that rejuvenate your energy and keep you grounded. Whether it's engaging in hobbies, exercising, meditating, or simply spending quiet time alone, these moments of self-care allow you to recharge and maintain your emotional balance. Surrounding yourself with a supportive and affirming network of people is equally important. When you have friends, family, or trusted individuals who validate your experiences and uplift you, the covert narcissist's influence diminishes significantly. A strong support system acts as a buffer, helping you process difficult interactions and providing reassurance that your feelings are valid. These relationships serve as a reminder that you are valued and appreciated, even if the narcissist tries to make you feel otherwise. Additionally, consider setting aside time each day to reflect on your needs and emotions. Journaling, practicing gratitude, or engaging in mindfulness exercises can help you stay connected to your inner self. By nurturing your well-being, you create a foundation of strength that allows you to face challenges with resilience. The more centered and confident you are, the less power the narcissist has to undermine your sense of self. Self-care is not selfish. It's an act of self-preservation in the face of a draining dynamic. Number 7. Seek professional guidance. Sometimes you may find yourself in situations where distancing yourself from a covert narcissist is not an option. This might be the case with a family member, a colleague, or someone else you can't easily avoid. In such scenarios, seeking help from a qualified therapist or counselor can be a game changer. Professionals can provide you with practical tools and tailored strategies to navigate these interactions while safeguarding your mental and emotional health. Therapy offers a safe space to explore your feelings, identify patterns, and develop coping mechanisms that work for your unique circumstances. A therapist can also help you build stronger boundaries and practice assertive communication, which are essential skills when dealing with a covert narcissist. They can teach you how to recognize manipulation tactics and respond in ways that protect your peace without escalating the situation. In addition to individual therapy, consider exploring support groups or online communities where others share similar experiences. Connecting with people who understand what you're going through can be incredibly validating and empowering. These groups can offer practical advice, emotional support, and a sense of solidarity as you navigate your relationship with the covert narcissist. Hearing other stories can also help you gain perspective and recognize that you are not alone in dealing with this challenging dynamic. Remember that seeking professional guidance is not a sign of weakness. It's a proactive step toward reclaiming control over your life. A therapist or counselor can equip you with the tools needed to manage interactions effectively and prioritize your well-being, even in difficult circumstances. Over time, This support can lead to greater emotional clarity and resilience, allowing you to handle the narcissist's behavior with confidence and composure. Thank you for taking the time to explore these strategies with me. Navigating a relationship with a passive-aggressive covert narcissist can be an uphill battle, but with patience, persistence, and the right tools, you can protect your peace and regain your sense of empowerment. Setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and seeking support are all vital steps in maintaining your mental and emotional health. If this video has been helpful, I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit from these insights. Together, we can build a community of understanding and support. I'd love to hear about your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this important conversation going and help each other navigate these complex relationships. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Here's how to deal with a passive-aggressive covert narcissist. Have you ever felt like someone's actions or words constantly leave you questioning yourself? Dealing with a passive-aggressive covert narcissist is like facing an invisible opponent who strikes subtly, leaving emotional confusion in their wake. These individuals hide their manipulative